Alright, good afternoon, family. This your boy Power Moe, rocking with Organized Minds, man. I want to shout out my brother DeMarcus, man, for creating this platform for individuals like myself can build with the people and bring a revelation in the mind. One of the main things that I want to focus on before I take the people down this path was bringing knowledge of self, bringing a proper understanding of history, and bring a proper understanding of being melanated aboriginal beings. Uh, and One of my first topics, man, is this video is about Lord self, man. To bring an understanding why people are really not understanding truth per se. Cause if you understand that you are considered dead at 225 megahertz, are considered dead, a body is considered dead, and some people are literally operating on that frequency. But bringing it back down to a layman's term, um, your lower self. Lower self is the basic primitive part of man. You know, the fight. I mean, the basic animalistic part of man. I mean, excuse me. The fight, shit, fuck, aspect. You know, all the negative emotions that were envy, jealousy, greed, and all that, and all those things of that sort. And even on how would you know? I mean, how would you know somebody dealing with their lower self? Because they're attracted. It's because what they're attracted to. You remember the outside is a reflection of what's within. So if you have a person that like to fight all the time, or just like the feed into negative situations or create negative situations, most likely those individuals are dealing with their lower self. Uh, and even dealing with spiritually, when you were dealing with your spiritually, you even attract those type entities around you. So that's why a lot of times the individuals that are in their lower self be angry, sad all the time, because you're being fed upon by those entities that dwell on that vibration and frequency, instead of you dealing with your higher self and having a light and such things can exist. Um, Going back, staying on point. Uh, Mentally, how are people being tricked into being to the Lord self? You can do a contribution to the media, the social media, rap. I mean, rap, because it's even paid on a negative vibration, on a negative frequency that keep you in your lower self, and even dealing with the music sounding so good on the beat, and it's going in the subconscious. And the subconscious, all whatever goes in the subconscious always manifests. And of course, if the music and the thought pattern on that beat is being persuaded into your mind, shit, what you think go come? What you think go be in your life? Don't think like everything cool, because at the end of the day, we're not talking about the exception rule. The average person that listens to rap, hip hop is not in a good state of condition. All right, we know that. That's a fact. And the nigga, and if anybody is doing good from it, they live in an illusion. I promise it. They most likely gonna crash out. You know, you already know how that go. Uh, let's bring some more understanding to the Lord self. When you dealing with your Lord self, you can't even understand. When you dealing with your Lord self, you can't even understand higher truth. Dealing with, you can't even fathom. Uh, uh, you might not even be fathom. What would I say? A concept, meaning what I'm trying to say. Pretty much as in a biblical term, it's like putting new wine in old wine skin. You know, if you understand dealing with your chakras as above below, the sun has a chakras and you have chakras. And your chakras ain't nothing but inputs or outputs. Yeah, from your back it comes in, and from the forward it goes out. Yeah, it goes out. And what I'm saying is, and like I say, you're dealing with your lower self, and most people are dealing with their root chakra. And their little root chakra, you're only going to receive those type frequencies, those on the thought patterns. So if you're dealing with a brother as myself, with the heart chakra, I always believe, you know, as represented in the green, you won't be able to understand the frequency and thought patterns of everything also above the heart chakra. So that's why you got to deal with the love frequency. I'll bring some understanding of that later. That's why it's music, going back to the media like love and hip hop and music, keep you in your lower self. Like, you remember, you dealing with occultic satanic people. They know the signs of the universe, laws of the universe, just use it against you to trick you to use your own free will against you. Now, going back to my point, understanding some frequencies, meaning like, if music and love and hip hop and fighting, all that stuff keep you in your lower self, okay, it keep you on a low vibration. It'll keep you away from receiving higher thoughts, like thought patterns that'll liberate your ass. And literally, like what you thought Jesus was talking about when he was talking about ascension, coming one with the Father, literally raising your kundalini through your spine and literally balancing your chakras and activating your pineal gland, and yeah, becoming one with the Father. Simple as that. I can break that down, but even if I did that, some people still won't even be able to. But for the ones that do, continue to be on that path, that's a blessing. But like I said, I'm gonna keep it on the layman's terms right now. But I will expound on that or such things later for sure. Dealing with this channel, man. I'm gonna try to do my best. If I ever say anything to offend anybody, you can blame it on me. If I do anything to good, blame it on the spirit. But I'm gonna try my best to reach out people, man, to open up the minds of people, man. And one other point I want to build on that: have an understanding you live in a white supremacist society, a Eurocentric society, meaning that it's the institutions that you've been indoctrinated in it's not towards liberating the black man. Okay, you got to understand you are a war victim, and one of the things of war, if you don't know, not only come with the booty, but it's actually being coming with the booty, but also come with the aspect of with the whoever the conqueror usually teaches the I guess what would you say, the conquered, like you indoctrinate you get excuse me, I can't even but you in a system where they are not teaching you to help you liberate you. And living in a white supremacist society, going back to my point, that all the biblical characters are all Caucasian, all the superheroes are Caucasian, even in the schools, Christopher Columbus found America. When that's a lie, they won't even give the benefit to the Moors that even helped Christopher Columbus over here. Goddamn, just a couple of years, they thought the world was flat. And but staying back on point, so yes, man, I'm gonna try my best to bring overstanding, man, and help and bring understand it's a small concept that'll eventually bring heaven here on earth, man. And with that, I love y'all.